Well, I know you also wrote this article. Take us through this. Things I think I know about the Browns. So, three starting tackle update. Browns' successful culture needs to be recreated. And we kind of alluded to this. Michael Wood's back in the mix, so wide receiver who's been injured the last couple of years.
Yeah, so he missed all last year, but looks good, looks healthy. So does Tillman. So give credit to the Browns, strength and conditioning program. They both look like they put on some good strength, upper body strength. So uh, look looks good out there, and I hope Woods can. He's always had kind of some nice shiftiness, some good wiggle after he catches the ball. So I hope that he impresses and maybe can make an impression and you know compete for one of those spots because I've always kind of liked him as a player. So that's interesting. But the other one, the three tackles thing, is something that gets talked about a lot, Dave. We heard Dwan Jones come out and kind of give his update. I don't know if he was supposed to disclose all the information, but he did. He was like, I'm a little bit ahead of Jed Wills. We've been rehabbing together, and we know Conklin hurt his ACL and MCL, a more serious injury, even though it happened earlier in the season. And he alluded to him even being further behind in the process than both of them, and that they weren't sure what his status would be come training camp or even the beginning of the season. I've said this before. I think the smart thing, to avoid drama, controversy around, what could potentially be a $14 million contract guy playing as your swing tackle, which isn't ideal, Dave, would be to slow play Conklin's return. I think you'll probably see Dwan Jones and Jed will start and let Conklin take all the time he needs, and it'll probably sort itself out via injury or snaps or performance a couple weeks into the season. By then, you get 100% Conklin, and you can really play your best players or get your best two tackles out on the field.
The other thing about the culture, you can't, unfortunately, you can't make sure that it carries over from one season to another. That was a pretty big reason for the Browns making the playoffs a season ago.
It was. It was a special group last year, right? They played for each other. They bought in, and it's not like the NBA, like with the Cavs, Dave, where like, okay, we made it to the first round last year. This year we're gonna get, we got out of the first round, and they developed together. Football and the NFL specifically, progression is non-linear, right? Like it's not year to year. Each year is its own entity. You have to recreate that culture even with all the continuity they have, going back to the Greenbrier, right? Like they have to recreate the buy-in. Each season is different. Each season, the culture changes, right? There's different people. There's different things that happen. How they react to those things is how pretty much that culture is formed. So it has to be recreated. It doesn't just carry over. And a lot of people think that like momentum from one season to another in the NFL is a real thing, but it's proven history has proven it's really not, Dave.